chickens. Chickens are people that have their head down, focused on the ground, what they can't do. This problem is too big. You can't reach new levels hanging out with turkeys. People that compromise, take the easy way out.
Welcome.
You won't see your greatness.
Welcome to the Art with the Author. My name is Angelique, and I am the author of Blurred with Glass. We're going to take a moment because Joel is loud.
There are certain people, when you're around them, they drain all your energy.
I love you, Joel, but chill, bro. Okay, again. My name is Angelique, and I am the world's greatest living expressionist artist. Don't at me, or you can. I always like a good challenge. So if you want to at me, you can at me on Instagram at Angelique _ the artist. And show me what you do, because I like to share stuff with people. I like to share work with people. So, in any case, I am also an author. I wrote a book in 2018. The initial name for it was Steps Out of Hell. Actually, before that, it was called something else, but that's neither here nor there because that's not what we're calling the book. But I wrote a book. It's called Glitter with Glass. It's a collection of statements that are basically lessons that I learned as I was growing through my early adulthood, and that if I had better access to words and language of positivity, I probably would have not been so pushed to the brink of suicide. And you can't ever make guarantees on anything, which is why I always have a time saying that. But if I would have had more positive community, I think my early adult years would have been a lot smoother, and having that mental safe space, having that emotional safe space, just having a place to kind of digest trauma and your thoughts, and just having the type of community surrounded and being surrounded by love and understanding. I think, it would have helped me be more successful at an earlier age because I would have had myself more mentally sound and would have had more support. So that is what I'm seeking to provide. And first off, I am an artist. So, of course, I am going to be doing the chapter art for my book. And this is why I haven't seen the book since 2018, because I was like, I want to do the chapter art, and I will not accept any other artist doing it. And then I got stuck because I didn't have an art style at the time, but now I do, and I'm very excited to begin doing this chapter art. I already have a few. Basically, I'm just pulling quotes from the statements in my book. And if you'd like to read a chapter or a statement, they're called statements because they're about a page long. Email me at artshop@angelique.com. That's ARTSHOP @ANJULIQUE.com. It should be in the description. But these are the quotes that I have pulled from a few chapters. And these are just kind of mock-ups. Let's see here. These are some drafts. So you can see my style is kind of bold and whimsical. And I want it to be fun to look at. I want it to be, like I said, whimsical and fun. Because, suicide is a heavy topic. It's a heavy topic. And I just, and I have the desire to create some lightness. Because that's just what I do. That is just my energy. So, this is the first time I think a lot of people are seeing this. But I wanted to show it on stream today. Just to share, So, cloud. Ooh, wow. So I'm thinking this is gonna be the cover. I'm gonna put some lettering over it. It is a watercolor page with acrylic, and I love the way it turned out. Um, so far, it's not done in the least, but it was a garbage page, and I just was like putting it together. I just love the way it feels. It feels so official. And yeah, so this is like the cover. And if you know about the Bible, there's a verse that speaks about the tree on the water has wants nothing, thirsts for nothing. And that's kind of what I was seeing here. So I kind of want to pull that out and highlight, and then have the title on top of it. So this is the cover. Okay. And then these are just some of the mock-ups. It says you are more than capable of moving your life in the direction you want to go. This one's kind of sloppy because it got smudged. Like none of these are set. These are very just raw. And this one these are colors and quotes picked by people that have read the chapter that this is from. I did a little project last week where I was conversating with a few people that had told me that they wanted to go ahead and get a chapter. And then I asked them to pick out a quote and pick some colors. And yeah, so it's a collaborative, that's the word. It's a collaborative, co-creative process. And yeah, so these are gonna be more pops. She said orange, yellow, and green. So that's gonna be like more pops. They're all gonna be this watercolor paper with the acrylic, or maybe just with the chalk, because I really do like the chalk, but it'll be more set and we can do the glaze over it. I'm very excited. And then I'm going to put white paper over the back, or maybe I can do a black paper over the back just to cover it, and then do the words, like the statements, just white paper on the back. Oh my god, I think I love that. I think that's what we're gonna do, because that seems classy. Okay. In any case, thanks for talking to me. I love brainstorming. So this was another one that someone chose. It says they are not your experience. You are your experience. Okay. And this one says you must keep yourself moving. Oops, what's happening? Oh, let me get out of this thing maybe. Says you're moving slow. I hope you can still see me. I did have YouTube open on my other thing. So okay, so what do I do about this? Just a big error message right across it. Oh well. In any case, we're gonna keep going, and we're only gonna be on here for about half an hour, maybe now 20 minutes. Anyway, so here we go. Okay. You must keep yourself moving. This is one, and I think this is one that I just picked out of the chapter. Yeah. And and just picking colors. Oh, this one is someone picked, and they actually picked when they told me the line that they were picking. They actually phrased it in a way that was a lot more relatable in a sense. Um, and it wasn't this full line. And I'll talk about that in some other places, but I won't talk about it right now. Um, and I just really appreciated that extra point of view and that alternative phrasing, because it really did open up more conversation um, about what the purpose of this book is, which is to provide a colorful place of comfort for um, women and girls of color, and to give them the empowerment and the encouragement to express themselves however they see fit, um, as long as they are not hurting themselves or someone else. And I'm grateful to be of service. So, yeah, this is the book so far. Yay! I'm very excited, very excited. I think it's going to turn out amazing. But onward, we're going to do a few more quotes today, just kind of show you the process of how this is going. I do not have any more sessions open for selecting quotes and making the chapter art, at least not at the moment. I am doing author chats so that we can discuss the book. Again, if you want a chapter and you would like to read it, or if you would like access to the audiobook version, I am releasing the chapters on YouTube. You can watch them, and they are captioned audios. So if you find yourself like, yeah, I would really like to dive deeper with this, I am opening author sessions, and they are on my website. If you just want to have a quick comment and say something, then just hit me up. I'm always down to respond to a DM or an email. But if you want to like really deep dive and do kind of this kind of process, and that's why I said, maybe if there's a line from a chapter that I haven't finished yet and you say something really insightful, I might be like, yeah, let's pick that one. And you can still help create it. But as far as me going out and finding people for that, that time has passed. So you definitely have to reach out, and just know that your chapter might be taken already. But those sessions are paid. So if you do want a piece of artwork with a specific quote from that isn't the chapter art, that's what you can get. And that kind of is the point. Is that you're paying to get the artwork sent to you, and the chat is kind of free because I just like to chat sometimes. So yeah, we're gonna get into this page. Like I said, I'm not trying to be on here too long, but we'll see where it takes us. listen to some SoundCloud tunes, maybe. Or maybe we'll just kind of hang out because my phone is dying and the plug over here is full. So let's get started here. This is from chapter 27, and it says you don't have to make it work if it's not working. And I'm feeling some purple. Here. I'm feeling some red here. Feeling some yellow. And we have to have some green if we have some red. And that is the color law. So, we don't want to go to art prison. Even though that doesn't really sound like the worst thing. I don't know. Okay. So I feel like I won't need all of these, but we'll get in here. Just kind of show you the process. We'll move this other one. So yeah, comment below if it has been raining or snowing in your place of residence the past few days. Ooh. I think I'm gonna go purple to red and then yellow, green, yellow. I think that's what we're gonna go. So yeah, this is just some chalk that my friend had kind of just left over. She wasn't using it anymore. She's like, "You want this?" And I was like, "For sure." And I hadn't really worked with chalk like that before. Oops. Before she gifted me with this. And I really like it. I like it a lot. I like using it on the watercolor paper because you can wet it and it gets this very vibrant tone to it. And it just feels nice and it looks nice. And now that I have this glaze, I can leave the chalk lines kind of rough, like here at the top, and it'll hold because it's coated with crystal clear glaze. Ooh, fancy. So yeah, so we just kind of smudge it. I'm also very tactile. I'm very handsy. I like to touch stuff. I like to taste things. I'm very like oral, sensitive, and just like body sensitive. Like I have really good pressure sensitivity, which is why I really enjoyed and was highly praised. Um, as a massage therapist, I just feel like I have a general, or no, I guess not a general. I have a very specific, deep sense of sensitivity. So yeah, so that's kind of how we do the background. Okay. um, and I think we're gonna go. I said yellow, green, yellow. Maybe I'll do green. You can see that? Nope. Green. It's gonna outline.
At 6 o'clock, we celebrate ourselves.
Bah, 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 bah.
At 6 o'clock, we.
That is my 6 o'clock celebratory alarm. So we put in the work today. Okay? We put in the work every day. Like today we did our mailers. We were gonna put them out, but it's President's Day. So I'm pretty sure nobody's coming to get that mail until mañana. So I didn't want them sitting in there because it's been raining. And I know it's supposed to be waterproof or whatever, but I don't want to chance it. Cause it doesn't have to get mailed on a day when they're not mailing stuff. Thank you. I'm also a singer-songwriter. So yeah, absolutely. I'll probably be dropping a mixtape in the next 18 to 24 months. Be looking out. It's gonna be some hot fire. Okay. And my hope is that people will see the book come to life in this way, and they'll feel encouraged to bring it to print life. Is that copyright? Is it copyright? I don't know how that stuff works, so I will just won't talk about it. I won't say about it. It won't come up out of my mouth. You're not gonna hear it. It's in my spirit, but it won't come up out of my mouth. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And so this is basically, boom, we got the colors down. Can you see it? Can you see it? And you're like, wow, what about the rest of it? We're about to get to it. This is when we grab the white chalk. And white chalk is my best friend. He's the best friend because you just go right over everything and get this nice kind of highlight. Just puts the light in there and lets you see where everything is at. Ooh. And as you can see, we get a little crazy here sometimes. 2. And as you can also see, I need some more white chalk. So if you would like to support, please email me and I will send you the link to make a donation. If it's not working, if it's not working, then don't make it try to work. Just keep stepping. If it's not working, keep it stepping. If it's not working, just keep stepping. If it's not working. You think I'm playing. You think I'm playing about having a mixtape. I'm not. I'm definitely for sure not. I've been meaning to put out a mixtape since I was in college. So look out, because it's going to happen. And then we go over with the black. You don't have to make it work. If it's not working. And I say this before I had even taken on my air of ease and grace, you know. But it is just something that I was learning in my life. Excuse me. Excuse me. Bless me. It was something that I was learning in my life because I was with someone and I felt like I had to make things work, you know, or there were certain jobs that I was having that I was like, I have to make this work. Even though it was making me sad and uncomfortable and making me feel like maybe I would rather not be here in existence. And then I realized later in life that I didn't have to make it work. You know, eventually, you know, I got out of those situations, and that's when I had the realization. And that's why it's in the book. But when you're in it, you really do feel like, oh, I have to follow in line. I have to stay committed to this thing that's toxic. And like, actually, really, literally, you don't. And it's actually literally better if you don't. Because you have to live your life and shut out. There we have it. You don't have to make it work if it's not working, boo-boo. Beautiful. And I was talking to one of the appointments that I had about possibly creating a version where you can rip it out, and it's encouraged to rip it out and hang it on your wall. Because sometimes you need to do that. And I super respect that and appreciate that. And I think that's going to go along with the journal version. and I'm just really excited because this is something, like I said, I've been building for a while, and I just didn't really know it. Like, when I wrote the book, I knew it was important to do so, and I knew that it would become something that was valuable. And originally, it was meant to be an encouragement journal, was the idea. Um, and just to watch it be building and to finally have a style of art that I'm like, yeah, this makes sense for the content that it is. I'm just very proud and grateful for the inspiration, and I give thanks for it every day, because I really do think that this is something the world needs. And I had someone tell me today that they know someone who works basically as a suicide hotline personnel, and that they really do think that this could be something valuable for that audience of young women and girls, and just pretty much anyone, honestly, but um, most targetedly young women and girls of color that are dealing with this issue. So um, I'm just grateful to be a vessel and grateful to be of service. And I'm grateful that you are joining my journey, and that I got to share this process with you. So I think this is like number 7 or 8 that I've done, and there are 49 chapters. So that means we got 31. Is that math? 41? Do I know math? In any case, yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video today. Thanks for tuning in. Have a beautiful, wonderful, spectacular, magical day. Remember that you are a light. Remember that you have a purpose. Remember that you are doing amazing. You're doing amazing, sweetie. So I will see you tomorrow on my IG Live. I'm going to be live painting 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for about 30 minutes, just about the same time. And we are going to be getting on more of a schedule coming up. And I'm really excited because like I said, going to be adding in some of these author sessions, going to be adding in some creative expression sessions that I'm also really excited to share with people. I'm going to talk about this real fast before I hop out of here. The creative expression sessions are aimed towards releasing creative fear, releasing fear of action, releasing just roadblocks that are keeping you from expressing your creativity. If you are a person that feels like you have creative energy and you just haven't had the time or the space to nurture it, but you're not really looking for a like technical class, you just want to have the space and the time to be creative and do something creative and get some feedback from someone who has studied art. So maybe you can say like, hey, what is your opinion on this, and do you think that I have a talent in this, because that's a lot of times what's holding people back. They feel like they're not talented enough to express themselves through artwork. And anybody can express themselves through artwork. Anybody, absolutely anybody. Elephants do it, gorillas do it, freaking turtles do it. Human beings of all kinds can do it. And it really is just a matter of self love and self awareness, and just making the decisions to do the creative thing. So that's what I'm going to be offering with my creative expression session. So if you're working on a project and you're feeling stuck, or if you have never done anything artistic and you want to blossom something creative, I will be doing that as well. And again, you can email me at artshop one word, at Anjulique.com. That's ANJULIQUE.com. So that's my .com. And yeah, I will see ya